officially live. And I'm going to fill up my lemonade and then come back because I learned a lot yesterday. Wow, did I ever learn a lot? And we're going to share all of that together. Okay. The reason I started talking right away is because, oh, hey, yesterday I became very aware of the fact that after I do a live video, it doesn't go away. It stays. Are you guys up high enough? Is my hood up good? I wasn't aware of that. So today, even though no one's here yet, I'm talking because maybe a few of you might watch this later. All right, we're gonna find out where PlayStation is. Is PlayStation on? I had to change my TV stuff around the other day, and I have yet to start my PlayStation stuff. I have yet to do, oh no. No. I have yet to do the PlayStation stuff. Since resetting up. Broke my controller, had stuff going on. Oh no. Oh boy. Okay. Now what do we want to do? We want to go. Oh, we're fine. We're fine. We're back to our regular schedule. I was like, oh no, guys. I've made a mess. I've made a terrible mistake. Okay. So for you watching in the future, this is me in the past. I'm playing Final Fantasy tonight. I'm gonna hunt some chocobos. I'm gonna eat a bunch of candy. I'm gonna tell you about Lisa's fantastic taffy, and we're gonna make birds make babies. Okay. Okay. So yes, yesterday I went live. I went live on a couple of different platforms for different durations. Oh, this is a mystery taffy, so I'm gonna find out if I like this or not. I went live on multiple platforms at different times, not like dual streaming. I'm not that techie. And YouTube turned out to be the last place that I ended up streaming. And it actually went really well. But I didn't stay on here very long because it was the last place that I streamed. And I was really hesitant to do YouTube live because I've never done this before. I didn't know what would happen. I didn't know where this would go. But it was great. I just did a bunch of chocobo hunting. This is really sticky. Already making a mess. All right, there we go. I don't know what the flavor is. It's mystery. Okay. Strawberry, maybe? Okay. So, last night I was a little hesitant to do YouTube Live, but it went really well. I found out you will still see my live later on my channel. So that's not that I didn't want last night's live on here, but I wasn't aware. So now I feel like I have to like both entertain live and make, wow, my hood is not staying up, and make past future content. But tonight's goal is to find some nuts. So maybe I should clean my whiteboard. Oh, somebody's here. Oh, hey guys. Hey, I was talking to myself. Or I thought I was talking to myself. Wow. We are back with chocobo hunting. So I'm going to flip the screen around once my game is loaded. I only need one good one. I found my backup notes from like when I was like 17. And found a really good spot to hunt chocobo. Also, if you were following me on TikTok and not on my YouTube the other night, I got all kinds of birds. Like, we found the bird jackpot where she got some good men. However, the stats aren't that great. We can afford to be a little picky now. So that's what we're going to do tonight. We're going to be a little pickier in our male partner, because we can be. And then I'm going to go get some nuts. And then we're going to make the babies from the birds. So, can you see? Oh, I can totally see comments on here. Oh, hey! I don't think I saw the first one, though. Hello, hey! Welcome to my bird hunting. I can see comments on here. I know that because last night there was some random person talking to me about all kinds of like random things, but like not in like just talking. So I was just talking the whole time. I had like one little entertainer. I miss going live on TikTok. TikTok was more fun. All right, I've now put 50 hours into my game. Got my setup a little differently tonight. I think you can see the TV all right. I thought I had trouble when I first logged on because I couldn't get the TV to load the PlayStation. And I was like, no, I got a new remote just for, because it works for the Android box, but I was having some difficulties, but I figured it out. It's just because I'm not very smart with technology. Okay. To go check the stats of these guys real quick. And then I may or may not decide to be more picky about my male. I'll be back on it in no time. So it's been over 24 hours. It said it would take 24 hours to appeal. I don't think I have you guys up high enough. I need to get more props. It said 24 hours for an appeal, but then after the 24 hours, my status changed and it said the appeal is taking longer so we can thoroughly moderate it, or I don't know, some other bullshit. I don't know what flavor this is. I don't feel like I like it. Okay. I put my cute onesie on, or my cute house coat. This is not a onesie. But it's too distracting. Okay. Hold on a second. Is that better? Yeah. Okay. Let me jot this down. I don't have a notepad. Chloe, hold on. Chloe's chocobo inspection time. All right, let's find out if this male is worth keeping. For telling me that story, bitch, I told you nothing. Of course they're both They're both star. You didn't have to tell me that. She's wonderful. But what about the other guy? No, I didn't need that. No, I didn't need that. I didn't need that. Oh my God, stop talking. Chloe, shut the fuck up. Thank you. All right. Okay. All right, so how do I... Oh, no. If I turn the camera around like that, and will I miss comments? And then how do I see them after? I don't know. They're gone now. They're gone now. All right. So what's the next step? We're getting care of now. We get nuts. Yeah. See, I don't know if the male is good enough, but I can't get Chloe to tell me my goddamn stats. Had some. Oh, here we go. Class C. Oh, I know. Yeah. Look at what I named this one. This was for you. I had so many names though. I was like, there's a Daniel, there's a Star. Well, I picked this one for you. Oh, I covered the screen. Can you see? He's okay. I won't get rid of him. He could be better. He could be better. That wasn't very nice of me. But the could be better was for the Chocobo, not, you know. Anyway. All stocked up on Lisa's candy. Did you see Lisa yesterday? Day before yesterday? The only place that has the best saltwater taffy that I can find locally. You can't see it. Oh, I named it Haas. It was the little tiny name in the top corner. Anyway, I went in there to see her and she told me because of my obsession of going in there regularly and bugging her for new flavors, she got a whole whack load of new flavors coming. Which I'm really excited about. What is that? I think that's cherry cola. Last time she went and got new taffy flavors, they were disgusting. And I was rather sad. Legitly, she had like dill pickle, like hot chili pepper, flavors that have no business being saltwater taffy. Tell you that much. So, my death row records on. Alright. We're going to Steel Nuts now. I have to make sure she can still steal things. Yeah, she can steal things. Alright. Off we go to Goblin Island. I'm gonna fight some. I gotta find dragons. If his name's Haas. Well, that's when I was like, he's okay, he'll stay. And then I was like, he could be better. I was like, that sounded mean. I was talking about the Chocobo because he's only a level C. Like, I gotta take him to the races and teach him how to run faster and stuff. I go, well, he's too good taking him out back and shoot. I mean, look how many I had to take out back and shoot. I also realized that there's different spots to hunt them in. And I know that. What the fuck are these? I know that, but it was good content, and also I was lazy. Just okay. The Chocobo is just okay. But I was lazy and not going to a good area. So then last night when I streamed on YouTube, that's where I was. And that's where I ended up. I got a good one and an average one. And then more sad fucks. But I did get a good and an average one. A Papio nut? I don't want a Papio nut. I want a dragon. Wait, where are the dragons again? Are they up here? Oh no, I'm in the wrong spot. I gotta go to Bone Village. I had some, what's my favorite? There's always, like, someone always has, like, an opinion or, like, whatever. Like, it's the internet. Welcome to, like, whatever. But I'm always fascinated when people have opinions or, like, talk about shit that, like, I didn't name the sad fuck hoss. I don't even keep the sad fucks. I take them out back and shoot them like Old Yeller. I find it interesting when people will make comments or opinions about dumb things, and I have no problem pointing that out. And it's not about like not having thick skin. It's mostly like you guys have, like, they have no problem being a troll, and I have no problem pointing out how, like, that might not make any sense or whatever, stupid. But on my Facebook in particular, no, it wasn't Facebook. It was a post I shared from Facebook to Instagram. There were 4 different comments yesterday and today of guys being like, well, you think you can just, like, play video games? Or you think you're, like, a gamer? Yes, I do. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. Like, I don't know if they just, like, immediately think I'm gonna be that, like, that Halo, cliche, like, the Halo girl that's like, oh, like, no, to be fair, when I first tried to play Halo when I was, like, 14, the dual controller with, like, the all of those really fucked me up for a while, because a lot of the RPGs I play are, like, first person viewpoint, and they don't, you do not control the walking and the view of the gun or, like, whatever. So when I first started playing Halo, I literally was, like, just running around looking at the ceiling being like, fuck, help. But yeah, I didn't even say anything to the couple of them, though, because a few people immediately responded and were like, "There's just does nothing but talk about Star Wars and Final Fantasy and, like, some other odd RPGs too." I really love like Oddworld. I like to play a lot of old games on here. But anyway, I enjoyed that. I had a few people be like, "Oh, Quincy thinks she's gonna play video games. She's a gamer." I've been playing video games since I was 5. Anyway, that was a comment I found funny. Where do I want to, like, touch down? Probably right here. All right. I'm going to find some dragons, and I'm going to steal their nuts. Those are not red dragons. Oh, good. I'm back to where I'm fighting enemies that do like 20. They do like 20 anything. Oh, God. She doesn't have. Do I need to cure? I don't need to cure. I'll just sit here and throw peanuts at these guys. Oh, I can't see your comments. I play a lot of Fortnite, Battlefield, and GTA. So my kids are trying to get me into Fortnite. It's like, so Fortnite to me is kind of, I feel like I'm 14 years old and learning Halo again. Because I'm learning the gameplay, but also I'm trying to learn, like, how to, like, build and stuff. And I don't know, I'm finding it a little, but my kids also really play a lot of Valorant, so that's kind of more interesting to me than Fortnite. Because it's a lot more simpler. It's like fantasy Call of Duty almost. So I really like the look of Valorant. I need a better system. We have a really good computer, but my 10-year-old is also a really big gamer, and my 16-year-old has his own system that he's built entirely himself. Like, he has got a really good gaming system. So he's got a gaming system, and then the computer my 10-year-old uses was my teen's computer. And it's definitely seen better. Like, it was brand new a few years ago, but I've never done a lot of upkeep to it. Liam fiddles around with it to, like, clean it off or whatever. Where the fuck are the dragons? But I don't think it's, like, I don't think I could stream and, like, do stuff on it, like, on there. It was something I was thinking about, though. I was like, what if I hooked up the kids' computer and, like, streamed, like, actual games on there? But I'm just gonna do this for now. See where it goes. Just use my phone. When I'm ready to switch games, then maybe I'll do something different, but Where the fuck are my dragons? I may have to... Does it say? Where are my notes? It just says Bone Village. Yeah, it literally just says Bone Village. If I Google where to find these red dragons and it says Bone Village, which is just as helpful as my notes, I'm gonna be upset. It's about whatever makes you happy, no matter how old the game. Oh, yeah. Most of the games I play are like the games I am like called. What are these magicians? Where are the dragons? This is worse than finding a decent male chocobo. There's a few, like, I like Minecraft. But like the games that I play as a regular, well, I did play regular gaming for a really long time. I really didn't have a lot of time. I'm trying to make a couple hours. That a main reason I wanted to set a streaming time a couple times a week is because I was planning on streaming stuff like this. So it almost forces me to play something fun for myself a couple of times a week and just stream while I do it. But like I'll play Minecraft with my kids and I would play, like if I had a thing set up and I was like doing that kind of thing and people wanted to see like whatever games, like I would do that. But if I was just gonna pick up a game, you can't get into Minecraft. See, I get into Minecraft like Lego. My problem is I have to tower up the first couple of nights so I don't die from a skeleton. And then by the time the phantoms come out, I have to figure out how to make a bed. But I'm still using a bow that I hacked from a tree. And then when I fall into a hole somewhere, I've learned not to mine straight down. I yell for Liam. And then he goes and gets my stuff for me. Which was funny. So the other year, I was actually actively playing Minecraft quite a bit. I was trying to do I had my kid and I were doing the thing, and Liam was like, "This is the stuff people would watch." He's like, "Mom, like people either watch really good streamers or this kind of bullshit. You screaming for me to come get you because you fell down a hole and you've lost 4 items that will take me 30 seconds to go get, but you're not okay." And I'm like, "Are you making fun of me?" But then I thought about it and I was like, "Damn, I probably would do pretty well." But like. Yeah, I'm like I just would want to play this kind of stuff. Just my fun games, just my old school games I have to put 200 hours in. I also really want to play. I'm obsessed with this game that came out. Oh my god, when I was like 18 maybe, and it was for the GameCube. He's not wrong. I know. I know. And I feel like I would make good balance because if I broke it up, I would do stuff like this where like I know this game inside and out. I know every hidden treasure chest. I know every loophole. I know how to grind. I know how to do the bosses. Like I could almost like nostalgically like gameplay educate people through educate, but you know what I mean? Like walk through Final Fantasies. I want to play I'm dying to play 13, but I need an Xbox, like an old Xbox. Mine will not. There's something. It's doing that like ring thingy, and I know they're not cheap or they're not expensive. Like I want I need I don't even know if I need a 360, or if I just need a super old one. But then I want to. But anyway, like the Final Fantasies, I could almost do walkthrough gameplay, but then stuff like Valorant or Dead by Daylight. Oh my god. I was playing that with my oldest because I thought it was so much fun, but I suck. And I'm like, Freddy's coming for you. My kids. So my oldest has a partner that doesn't live locally. They come and visit a lot, but they spend a lot of time gaming. So I have game a lot with my kids and stuff, but all of them I suck. All of the games my kids come and save me from, and I'm just like screaming in the background. I'm not screaming. Like, I'm not like a rager or anything. I just like, I'll like panic. I'm like, oh my god! I'm like, everything is gone! Come and get it quickly! Liam's like, Mom, you have so much time. And I'm like, no, my timer. Right? There's a lot of people that join the class, not of people streaming them. I'm sure I'll get more reasons to keep at it. Well, yeah, this is my second time. I've never done gaming before. I've never done streaming, which is why I think which is why I didn't question why I got a handful of people and men being like, well, you think you're just gonna like game? Because I've never, my only internet interactions have always been work, like my books and stuff, right? Or like back in the day when you just shared fucking memes. I think there's a thing for it. Even just if it's just my like Tuesday and Thursday streaming, and that's just all I do for streaming, and then I do my podcasting, and I do other shit. It doesn't have to be a full-time thing. I think it'd be fun. I definitely, but I'm not techie. Right now, I'm on my phone. Like, I am streaming this from my phone. I don't even have my mic hooked up. So I think if I was gonna go and do like, if I'm gonna expand from this and do more than making chocobos make babies, I need to upgrade my tech. What is that? It tastes like Lucky Charms. I don't hate it. They're like unicorns. That's not taffy. This is taffy. So is this. Once you find your crowd. They are pretty niche, but like also they all have their like followers for sure. Final Fantasy has a really big following too. And I've noticed especially with the the game that I'm playing, 7 specifically, is the one that they've been recreating for PlayStation 5. And what people don't realize is that with the game I'm playing, this PlayStation 1 is 4 discs. It's the well, there's actually a few that are like monsters. But they've been remaking it for PlayStation 5, but what people don't realize is that they're making it almost the same way. So the Final Fantasy that came out last year that everyone was really excited about is literally like disc 1 of this. Like not even where I am. Not even close to where I am. Like the first 15 hours maybe of gameplay is what. So there's definitely a lot of love and hate in the gamer community about how they've I don't even know if it's Square Enix that's making it anymore. But a lot of like I've heard a lot of hit or miss. Even the people that love it, it's almost like they released like a couple of chapters. So I don't know how long the game is going to be when it's done. It's not done. They're releasing another part of it next year. But where I'm going with this is that there was a lot when it first came out, there was a lot of talk about how people were like, this is not what we were expecting. Like originally they made it sound like they were remaking 7. Like actually remaking it like the game I'm playing, but not 1997 graphics. Because if there was like number 7 is the Final Fantasy, like there's holy shit 15 I think, but 7 is almost everybody's favorite that follows the fandom for different reasons. There's other ones that are good too, but 7 seems to be like the cult classic. Where the fuck are my red dragons? So they got a lot of traction and it got a lot of like, it was in the headlines again, but again, it's a game where a lot of people end up putting like 300 hours in, and are they willing to do that? No, not everybody's willing to do that. Same reason I'm not willing to put in so many hours into like, what was that game I watch a lot of gameplay. I was going to say, there's a game that I just finished watching. I must have watched like probably 40 hours of this streamer playing it or this YouTuber playing it. Because I'm not going to play it myself, but I really love the game. And I actually really feel like there are a lot of people who would watch the storyline of a lot of these games, just don't want to play it again because it's been 30 years, right? It's not been 30 years since 1997. Where the fuck are the dragons? Okay, I need to... How do I Google? I need to Google something. I borrowed my dad's Alexa for a while. I miss it. Okay, I gotta go get my computer. I need to Google where the fuck these dragons are. Because I'm getting annoyed. What are they even called? The Vlacerados? Like, I'm literally at Bone Village, good sir. Why I don't trust my notes from... This is why I don't trust little me's notes. I open this up and it tells me. Fucking Bone Village. I'm not cheating. I'm literally trying to find where I find one enemy on this entire world map. Let's see how big this world map is, by the way. Let me get in my ship and show you. Do you see it in the corner? Because that motherfucker's huge. That's my world map. Okay, I'm just trying to find where the dragon... Where there be dragons? Okay, Google, help me. Help me, Obi-Wan Kenobi. You're my only hope. What, do you think you're a gamer now? Do you coach Star Wars every day? I'm gonna play Lego Star Wars. I had those... Oh, hey. That's somebody last night that was good luck. Where are the red dragons in Final Fantasy VII Original? Google's gonna be like, what the fuck are you talking about? The Temple of the Ancients? Why do I have Bone Village written down? Fuck off. Red, no, not the red dragon, the boss. No. No. Okay, where are the Vlacerados? The Icicle area? None of these are Bone Village. All right, I know where we're going. I have to update my notes. Be sitting over here all night. Never find a single red dragon. Okay. Get in the... Wait. Wait. Okay, get this out of here. All right, we can do this, guys. You know where the dragons were? Where I was hunting Chocobo. Oh, I need my map. Literally over here. I was hunting Chocobo right here. And you can get the red dragons here and here. But just for... I'm going to go up to the ice. Can I land at the Icicle Inn? Now? Oh, I can't get too close to that. Okay, my bad. Back up. I don't want to land there. Let me land. Okay, we're going to find a dragon. I wasn't paying attention if anybody commented. I was flying my ship. I cannot fly and talk at the same time. That's distracted driving. Nope, get off the beach. Dragons? There be dragons? Dragons? What the fuck? Well, that's definitely not a magician. We're in the right area now. I'm doing all of this for a nut. Let me see what I'm looking for. This is what I'm looking for. See him? Give me a high potion. Where's my guy here that was good luck last night? You can be my good luck again. I think it was like some guy from Iran. I was like, hey, he just popped in and he was talking, and then I found all the good stuff, and I was like, you can be my good luck charm. Probably shouldn't tell men on the internet that. Yo, it's a dragon! Fuck yes! Okay. Magic. No. Mug. No, stop. Fuck. Steal. Yes, I got a carob nut. All of that for a nut. And I need like 12 of them. But I know where the dragons are now. Imagine creating a video game with like 800 monsters and you have to name every fucking one. Whenever I go into the weed store, I'm like, I wish my job was to name weed. I just want to name weed. I need 12 nuts. Oh, were you the one that was my good luck charm? You're listening, but you're driving home. Okay, no distracted driving, Hoss. Behave. I mixed you up. I forgot you were the good luck. I thought it was the guy from Iran. I don't know. I'm new here. Yeah, I need like 12. I need the carob nuts basically to breed Chocobo. It's like their incentive. There are other nuts in the game, just like there are other greens, but in order to get the best of all the things that you want this specific carob nut, and you have to steal it from the red dragon. You cannot just go and buy it. So when I was talking about like different gameplays, this is what I mean. Like if I was playing, and I would love to play, just dabble in like Steam games or like whatever, it would be funny to watch because I have no idea what I'm doing and I would die all the time and, whatever. But then I could definitely do gameplay like this where I could sit here and tell you exactly why you want XYZ in a specific area in order to get the best out of like whatever. Like if you're going to put the 200 hours into a Final Fantasy game, I'll tell you how to do it best, right? Like, I know this game inside and out for them. Okay, other than I screwed up. I don't know why I wrote Bone Village. I know why I wrote Bone Village. You want to know why I wrote Bone Village? Because I'm stupid. It's because I made those. These are notes I've been recopying for like 17 years. And what do you... Wait, you see right there. Do you see those... Do you see the bones? It's not actually Bone Village, though. There's another Bone Village, but I think... Oh, I just zoomed, like, right into me. You guys don't want that much of a close-up, do you? No. Sir, I'm ready for my close-up. Help. Now you're zoomed in. How do I unzoom you? All right. You know what? I think we're still zoomed in a little bit. I don't... We're all going to be zoomed in now. Anyway, I'm pretty sure my stoner ass as a youngin' wrote Bone Village because I'm right beside a pile of bones. It's the village by the bones. I was over by Nebulum, which is like Tifa's hometown. I want a Tifa tattoo. I used to do cosplay as Tifa, so that was cool. I've done cosplay in like 10 years though. Alright, what other flavors do we have in here, Lisa? That is not a red dragon. I need like 12 red dragons. Smells like peaches. Lisa doesn't label the saltwater tabbies. She does in the store, but I could put them in the bag. Yeah, it is peaches. I don't know how I feel about that. There's a few of these new flavors. Like, I don't hate them, but I don't know if I like them. Like the blueberry muffin one I ate last night tastes like a blueberry muffin, but it's candy. This tastes like peaches, but not like the candy peaches, like a peach. Anyway, that's my candy review. It's only 8:30. Yep. So put your bags back over there. I'm gonna invest in a better stand and a better mic. Just not today. Today you're working with my cell phone. I'll sit forward like this. You can't see me, but I can see you if you comment. Oh, another dragon! Yes. Steal, please. Oh, we got 2 nuts. I gotta start keeping track. Where's my whiteboard? We'll make a new tally over here. Nuts I've found. Hold on. I can't just walk away from my game. I'll let this dragon kill me. Okay. What can I write that's inappropriate? So I want to just write nuts. I need to think of something inappropriate. Well, you know what? We'll just call it Dragon Balls. Wait, is that what am I, like Dragon Ball Z over here? Nah, we can't do that. I don't want to write anything offensive. I'll just, you know what? No, I was like, I'll draw them. Now I'm like, YouTube's gonna ban me for drawing a penis in the background. Wait, can I even say this kind of stuff? I'm gonna get in so much trouble. We're calling them NSACs. We're calling them NSACs for nuts. All right. That's what we're calling them. We're calling them NSACs. Tifa leveled up. Tifa leveled. Congratulations, Tifa. She also got her dolphin limit break. She's fucking badass. One of the next things I have to do is gamble. I have to race my chocobos and I have to go gamble at the battle square. Which confused me as a kid. I was too young to understand gambling. Or any of the things that go on. Also, fun fact, did you know that so you can be very picky about your dialogue in your who you speak to and when you speak to them. If you refuse to speak to any of the women in the game outside of when the game forces you to, if you never, ever walk up to Tifa, and you never, ever, ever walk up to Aries, or Yuffie, before, do you even see Yuffie before you go to, it doesn't matter. If you speak to no women at all, before the first time that you go to Golden Saucer, So when you go to Golden Saucer, 9 times out of 10, there's this cutscene that happens where Cloud has to pick a date between Tifa and Ares. And it really doesn't matter very much in the long scheme of things because Cloud and Tifa never really get together, back together. They back together because they were actually together. They were a thing before, but whatever. And Ares dies. So, spoiler alert. So it doesn't matter which girl you pick. However, if you do not speak to any of the girls ever in the game, when you get to Golden Saucer, you don't go on a date with either of the girls. You actually go on a date with Barrett, the guy with the gun on his arm. And he clearly does not want to be on a date with you. And it's so awkward and weird. The weird stuff the Japanese put in these games is so like you have to do things a very specific way to unlock it, but it's so weird. So I have photos on like an old grainy camera of where I specifically played. So I don't know if I finished that game. Like these things don't affect the long-term gameplay either. They just affect like a couple of cutscenes or like whatever. So somewhere I have like on a digital camera, I have a photo of me and Barrett of Cloud, because you play as Cloud. Cloud and Barrett in the like little carousel, and Cloud's just like do like, yay, you picked me for a date, and Barrett is like, what the fuck is happening? I love that. I love that. There's also a cross-dressing thing you can do. And the better you are as a cross-dresser, and the sexier your outfit, because you're a guy, in the if you're wearing like a specific undergarments, when you go to Don Julio's mansion, that unlocks a whole other random secret area of like game. Again, it doesn't affect the long-term game. It just like you can either get a secret thing or you see this weird cutscene. And so the weird cutscene is literally Don Julio like getting on the bed and being like, "Yeah, you're the best girl I've ever seen. Come and get me." And it's not. It's you in drag. It's you in drag. It's you in drag. I never checked to see. Oh yes, I've got 3 now. I never checked to see if my other live got monetized or not. I didn't say anything inappropriate, but this one I've made a lot of weird jokes, so we're probably not getting monetized. Doesn't matter though. They don't get like they don't get this kind of stuff does not get me like striked or like whatever. I know because there's 100 videos on my channel and they'll just give me like violation. YouTube will violate me, will not strike me the same way like TikTok did or whatever. Obviously, I know I can't. I'm not like if I was reading my book, I would get, but like I know what my limits are. Damn it! I didn't set her dolphin limit break. Fuck. Oh yes, I got all my hits though. I have to set her dolphin limit. I just know what I'm well aware. I didn't know what I could get away with on TikTok, basically. I know what I can get away with on here and what I can't get away with, and I know live is a little different, but also my thing is what will or won't get me demonetized. So certain things I've said have probably already gotten me demonetized. I didn't care about the other night because I was under the impression that when I went live and after I was done, it would just be gone. The same way it's just gone on like Facebook or gone on TikTok, but it's not. It's literally on my profile. If you go to my YouTube channel, it's like live last night. Hunt Final. I keep saying Facebook. Hunt Final Fantasy Chocobos with me. So that's why tonight when I like started, I was like, okay, I'm just gonna start talking because some of you might watch this later, and then I'll just shoot the shit with chat after. All right, we got 3. We have 3 whole carob nuts. Yay! You guys can't even see that down there. I don't care. I'm gonna have to wipe that whiteboard for my next game or for my next night because I'm now, yeah, I got mom and care of that. So my next thing I have to do is I have to take, I'm going to take the girl, because she's the best, obviously. And I'm going to take her to the Golden Saucer where you gamble and you go to like, it's like a casino. And I have to race her and I have to win 4 races. Racing's not my specialty. You guys are going to love watching that. Racing in this game and then in Final Fantasy X, there's a whole section of the game I won't play. And if anybody's played 10 before, you already know what I'm talking about. It's fucking Blitzball. No, nobody plays Blitzball, okay? I had to find, like, I was in high school, and I went through, like, 4 or 5 friends of mine before, like, hardcore gamer, before I found somebody willing to beat the Blitzball game for me, because you get a certain weapon when... It's literally an intense basketball game in the middle of the Final Fantasy against, like, the fucking Harlem Globetrotters. What? And it's literally, it's actually hard to beat. Like, I've even read forums on it where people are like, yeah, find somebody who's a gamer and is really good at basketball. Like, it's just, it's, what? Why are we playing basketball in the middle of, anyway, where was it? That I won't do. And then, the racing I suck at, in Final Fantasy VII. There's something else that I entirely skip too. It's like not crucial to the gameplay. So I just skip it because nobody's playing a basketball game. I haven't found any dragons yet. Use my, look, I can turn the volume up though. You have no idea how happy this stupid universal remote made me. It's ridiculous. It's because it was like, without the remote, the TV was stuck in, I can't get the source, like the input to switch, and it was going between like channel 3 and like HDMI 3. And nothing's plugged into HDMI 3. But then just for shits and giggles, I was like, okay, well, I'll just unplug I'm that techie. I can unplug the HDMI from 1 and put it into like port 3, but then you need to like refresh the input. It was like, new devices have been connected, please refresh. Why do you have to refresh? It should be just fucking plug and play, but it's not. And without the controller, I can't get the source thing to refresh. So by the end of last night, I was like, what is happening? I can't watch my Android box. I can't plug the PlayStation back in. I do have a smart TV. Oh, it's a dragon! Yes! I have a smart TV in my room, but it's not a huge one. Like, I have a fairly big TV out here. I just... And then I posted for help on my Facebook asking for some advice about different kinds of, like, universal remotes or if I should go to Best Buy. I would leave it to my one girlfriend to be like, is anything in your house from, like, 2020? Like, most people just have, like, a smart TV by now. And I was like, fuck off. No, nothing in my house is from 2020. I have no shame in that. Did we mug him already? Did we steal the carob nut? Because now I don't remember. Chat. You're not even watching. Chat. Nothing to steal. Oh, okay, well, we already stole one then. I hope we already stole one. If we're fighting a dragon for nothing, I'm gonna be pissed. See how badass this guy is? He's harder to kill than wow, I just had a stroke. Than the worms on the beach. And they actually give me decent, like, they're worth killing. What's this guy's experience points? Tell me this. What is your experience points? What do I get for killing you? 510 experience points. That's disgusting. I get like 9,000 when I kill that worm out on the beach. That's why I go out there and level it. It takes like 12 hits, but it gives me like 9,000 experience points. These dragons take like 9 hits and then give me 500 experience points. I would rather shell my feetsies on the internet. How many carob nuts do I have now? My girlfriends and I joke about starting a feet finder thing all of the time. It's like, I'm pretty sure most girls do at this point. Most of us that don't do any of that are constantly like, we would just make so much money if we squish bananas between our toes. That's why I don't like my feet to be shown on anything. But also, I'm an idiot, and if you scroll my Facebook, there are so many photos of me with my feet in them. But recently, it's become a thing where I'm like, people are like, there's a whole website dedicated to famous people's feet, like the Feet Finder thing, right? Like, I'm probably already on there. All right, how many carobs? How many nuts do I have? There are 4 nuts watching my channel right now. Let's see how many I have in my inventory. 4. Wow, 1 for each of you. I also have a Porov nut. I have 4 of those, and I have 4 Pram nuts, and nobody wants either of those. Those are garbage. Okay. Yeah, I need a minimum of 4 carob nuts. Or, sorry, I need a minimum of 14 carob nuts. Why did I say 12? It's because I need one every time I breed. But I only have to hunt these nuts one time. It's not like the greens where, like, I collect a bunch of greens and then I collect the chocobos and they might not be very good chocobos. Like the carob nuts, I use, well, I think 14 might be a bit much, but that gives me a little bit of leeway because I'm gonna need 1 to breed right off the hop to get a blue. But if I don't get a blue, then I have to rebreed again. And then I also need 1 to breed a green. And if I don't get 1 off the hop, then I need to rebreed, right? And then I have to do that again because you can't breed brothers and sisters. And then I need them to make both sets to make babies, so I can have 2 golds, no, 2 blacks, and they need both sets to make a gold. So I may need to come back for more carob nuts, but if we all cross our fingers, that's probably enough because it gives me a couple of extra in case I make like 2 females or something. It's a lot of hours in this game. I enjoy it. I actually, like, outside of streaming, I do this. This is my thing. But I would normally put, like, I would have my phone on, right? So while I'm doing this, I would be scrolling TikTok. Or I would be, throw that money, girl. I should have let you guys see that. I scroll TikTok, or mostly just like I'll have a podcast on in the background, or like a true crime thing, or whatever. It's not like I just sit here and stare at my guy fighting the same thing over and over, or like whatever. And to be fair, like there's like 100 hours of gameplay, probably minimum. That's like gameplay, right? I'm at a point. You could beat some of this game without doing what I'm doing. You can beat one of the weapons. So there's you play Final Fantasy through the gameplay, and there are 3 main bosses that like pop up. And you do not actually need to beat 2 of them to like complete the game. But you won't get a lot of, like, there's a lot more gameplay. Like, sorry, you don't have to beat these 2 bosses to beat the storyline. You can actually finish the storyline without it. However, that requires, like, absolutely brute forcing the 3rd one, and that's exhausting and tedious. If you try to beat one of the other ones, you gain some extra stuff. It makes beating the 2nd one a lot easier. What I'm doing, farming the chocobos, is to get like the ultimate like weapon in the game that you can beat the boss, like the third, like the big boss that you don't actually have to beat to complete the game, the storyline. I think a lot of games are set up like this, but Final Fantasy specifically has like it'll have like 100 hours of gameplay of the storyline, and then it could have like 200 or 300 hours of other stuff that will enhance the gameplay or give you extra things or unlock a lot of extra stuff. And so that's kind of what I'm doing. So if somebody was curious about Final Fantasy and was like, I don't want to spend like 200 hours like breeding birds, you actually don't have to. You can actually play the game without doing that. Um, it just means one of the bosses is going to be like a lot of just brute force. Like you'll probably fight that boss battle like 4 times before you get lucky and get it. It is actually possible. Lots of people have done it, and by 2025, there's probably a bunch of tips and walkthroughs on how to do that. I just wouldn't recommend that. I wouldn't recommend doing the chocobo breeding, but at the very least, I would get one, which you guys saw wasn't that hard. And just race it a bunch, and then you can gamble your way through. Like there's other ways to do this. And you won't get the full thing, but you'll get enough manpower that you won't have to brute force one of the bosses. I'm not doing that. My goal in COVID, I actually started this in COVID and then put it away for a while. So I started it in COVID when I first thought we were like going to be in the house for like a month or a couple of weeks and it was just all going to blow over. So I started a game, and then almost immediately I had a lot of like huge life things happened all at once. My 2 of my kids ended up in the hospital. My leg was broken. I got a dragon. My basement flooded. I went through hell. I didn't play game. I lost somebody I loved. Like I haven't played video games for a while. And then I pulled it back out again. But my plan was in COVID that I was like, you know what, I haven't played this in so long. Like I want to play it. Like I want to breed chocobos. I want to do the whole thing, invest 200-300 hours into this game that I haven't done since I was like probably like 20 something, and like actually like play it, right? Yeah, so then after all that shit in COVID, like it took almost like 2 years for my life to sort of like chill out. I'll say, like it was just chaos after chaos after chaos. And then I finally felt like the other year, like things were kind of like coming together again, and then they kind of really didn't. And when they didn't the other year, I kind of gravitated back to like I needed to do something just to keep myself busy. And I was gaming a lot with my kids, but I wasn't gaming for me. I was playing like Fortnite I was trying to learn Fortnite, and I was like playing, and I like that stuff, but it was like I would game with my kids. It wasn't like I would game for myself on a Tuesday night if I had free time, right? So that's when I was like, man, maybe I'll pull, like, I'd forgotten I started this game so then it was like, do I start again? And I was like, how many times are you going to start another Final Fantasy? Like, you're already out of Midgar. You're on your way to Calm. Just keep with the same file. So I started this game, specifically this game file, yes, in COVID. So it's already like 5 years old. But I played like 10 hours here, 15 hours there, 6 months, a year would pass. And then this year, 2025, there was a lot of shifts. I actually started a new business earlier this year so I could do Reiki and like coaching and consulting, and mostly just on the side, not as like a full-time thing, but that opened my eyes to the fact that like I was burning the fuck out. And then by this summer, I actually took a step back from a lot of my writing and stuff, and I was like, I'm done. I'm burnt out. I'm exhausted. I'm hitting bans. I'm hitting roadblocks. I'm getting in trouble. I don't know if you guys heard that, but there's like the fire thingy went by, and that was the ambulance, and then like a little, like the little car went by. Hope everybody's good. Yeah, so this year I really told myself I was going to focus on things that made me happy. I kayaked a lot this summer. I'm just doing a lot of things that I put off for a while. And Final Fantasy was one of them. So now I'm like 50 hours into this game, but like probably 30 of them I put in just over the past couple of months. But I don't care. I don't know if anybody cares, but like, yeah, full disclosure, I started this game about 5 years ago. I just wanted to finish it. It's something I haven't finished in a really long time. And then I want to play 13 for the Xbox, so I have to find. It is Xbox 360. It's not the first one, which is probably easier to find at like a pawn shop. So I want to play Final Fantasy 13. And then, yeah, I want to show you guys all these like other oddball games. Oh yeah, I was talking about the GameCube. I have this game. Came out for GameCube when I was like a teenager, but Wii's, fun fact, some people don't know this, in your Wii, there's a tiny little door in like, it's either in the top or the side, depending on your Wii console, and it looks like you put in it like the world's tiniest disc, okay? I don't know any whether like I had a friend that saw one once and she was like, what kind of discs were this big? And I was like, GameCubes. Let me tell you, that is for GameCube. So Wii's are backwards compatible for GameCube games from like the like late 90s and early 2000s, okay? And I still have a whole bunch of GameCube games. Spyro, I have so many Spyro games. I would play the shit out of Spyro. I don't know if anyone would watch that. I love Spyro. But there's a game for the GameCube, and it was called, I have it downstairs. It's called Insanity, the Requiem of Insanity, or Insanitium of, it's, so the premise of this game is that you are in your mid-20s, and you've inherited a house that's haunted, per se, and weird things are happening. I don't know if it's your father or estranged father or your uncle has passed away and has left you this house, and now you are the caretaker of this. Except when you go there, it starts to mess with you. And the game has what's called an insanity meter, and you will pick, unbeknownst as you start the game, you will pick one of 3 paths, and those one of 3 paths will affect how the house affects you, how your insanity meter is affected, how the ghosts affect you. So I've played it so many times because it's like a choose your own adventure book from like Goosebumps. It has the weirdest like ghosts and jump scares and like spooks, and the entire game changes depending on your insanity too, which is a wild concept to me, that this game is so in depth but didn't get nearly as much, like, I don't think it got nearly as much traction as it should have. So like you could go through the game and not even experience as much spook on the spookiest path if you're keeping yourself sane, but like the game could be messing with you crazy on like the least spooky path if your insanity meter is way up. And what I mean by that is like, it's not just how the characters in the game. I played the game once taking substances, and the game does a lot. So there's scenes where bugs crawl on the screen, but it starts off really nonchalantly. So it's like a little tiny like fly that like comes up on the corner of your screen. It actually looks like it's on your screen for a second. There's a section where there's like a hair, and it like blows a little bit. Like that's like just as it starts, it gets to the point where like I think it actually blue screen deaths you in one scene where like you actually think your PlayStation is broken. Like different things that affect you and your like you question yourself as well as the character. So anyway, it's a cool game. I think it would be, actually the more I think about it, I think it would be great for like a gameplay, like a late night, like we'll have a couple of drinks and we'll get crazy with the crazy ghosts. I don't know. I'll find it. My next like live or stream, I'll bring it up here and show you guys. That's one thing I have. I have a Wii. I have everything for that. I could totally rock some insanity game. I don't know. If you guys want to see that, I would do that. Because I would do it like this. Like, I would just turn the Wii on and just turn my camera around. Well, you're not watching anyway. You guys are supposed to be paying attention to the dragons. Come on. Don't look at me. We're fighting dragons now, guys. We're like Game of Throning it. Mother of fun fact, I have every Game of Thrones book, and I have never read them. And I've also never invested in watching them. It just... I felt very time consuming, and I just didn't, says the person who's putting 200 hours into Final Fantasy. I can do this in the background, right? Certain things require mental capacity, and I don't have that. I only play this a couple hours here and there, and then I move on. And I don't have to think about it. I don't have to pay attention. I don't have to, like, memorize the 27 character lines and, like, what's happening. God, I could do this with my eyes closed. I'm just running around in a circle. I'm looking for dragons. Dragon? Yes, boy. Excuse you. I stole a carob nut. Oh, I haven't been writing it down. Oh no, I think we're at 5 now. Anyway, I'm talking a lot more because I realized that you guys will see this video later. I didn't talk a whole lot last night because I was kind of like just chilling, and people talk to me, then I would talk back to them. But again, I was under the impression that once I hit stop, you would never ever see this video. And now I know it just sits on my channel. Not to say I couldn't delete it, but I don't need to delete it. I'm more talkative tonight because I'm entertaining the masses. God damn it, just die. So, fun fact, you can name your characters in Final Fantasy. And, it's the blueberry muffin. And I always name... So, Barret is his actual name. But as a teen, I used to always give them random names. There's only one person who has a different name in this. Other than Chocobos. I have Star, I have Haas, I have Daniel, I have... What was that other one? I don't remember. But Sid is the pilot. And there's a pilot in every Final Fantasy. But I named that after... a friend of mine who's like obsessed with Final Fantasy and was like so excited back in COVID when I was playing this. Like, I would post pictures on Facebook and be like, I'm playing Final Fantasy. Anyway, as a teen, I would always rename all the characters. And Barret is a big black dude with a giant gun on his arm, and he's always like, it's very clear they modeled him after Mr. T, because this is a Japanese game, with a lot of like American like stuff kind of like simulated into it. So I used to always call him Mr. T, because he swears a lot, and he's always yelling. He's always like, "Can you hear me, fool?" Oh, it's not a dragon. You guys want to see me fight a cactuar? I'm not far from them. You're gonna kick the shit out of me. Excuse you! I cannot steal anything, you little shit. You think he's gonna hide his little nuts from me? Oh, see, there we go. Can't hide any nuts from me. Yeah, I don't know how I feel about this blueberry taffy. This is a blueberry muffin. I feel like I should heat it up with butter. professional talking in this game. All orchestra music. And I know every sound and song and cadence of this orchestra music in my sleep. Alright, I think that was 5. I want to go... I got 8. Wow, I was not paying attention. Alright, I want to go... I want to go get things. Hold on. Oh, I do need the goblins. I need a Zionut. Okay, I'm going to do that. And then I'm not doing any more Chocobo stuff tonight. Because I need stuff. I'll save. Not that I'm not playing. I have a strategic plan. Although I probably... It's 9 o'clock now. I've been live for over an hour. Not bad. I'll probably wrap it up around 9:30. We'll see how she goes. I've now put 51 hours into this game. That's peanuts. Okay, I need... Where can I buy tents easily? Oh yeah, I was gonna see... You guys want to see me fight a Cactuar? Right. You see me... It's my tattoo. Actually, I'll show you something else that's kind of cool. Oh, I'm going the wrong way. I told you guys there was weapons. There was weapons. There was, I see you, bitch. There was, bosses that you fight. There was big bosses that you don't have to fight, but they're there. Do you see this? Do you see this little thing here? Now, it looks like a cactus coming up out of the desert. It just looks like a little green thing. And it's actually where the gold saucer is, where you can go and gamble. But it's also the tiniest tip of that fucking bitch's tail. And when you're ready, and you fly into that with the high wind, the biggest boss comes out of the desert. The huge, I think is that Ruby Weapon? Ruby, Emerald, and Desert... No, it's Desert Rose. I'm an idiot. Desert Rose comes out of the desert. And that is the hardest boss of the game. If you even want to think of winning that, you need Knights of the Round. And the only way to get Knights of the Round is by getting the golden chocobo. So that you can go get it. But then when you beat Desert Rose... She gives you a gift. And it's the Knights of the Round. No, it's not. It's a gold chocobo so you could go get the Knights of the Round. Bullshit! There's a whole gameplay out there. Well, it's like 15 years old now. Of people brute forcing Desert Rose so that they don't have to breed chocobos. I mean, do you really want to put 10 hours of brute force into a game and hope for the best? Or do you just want to go breed some fucking chocobos? Anyway, I'm going to find this guy and show you him. He's not easy to find in this game, particularly. Oh, I don't even think I can go in from here. I actually think I have to, I just saved. I can't remember if I can go in from here or not. And he's easier to find in other games. He's hidden in every Final Fantasy. And he has 2 forms. This form, without the crown. He doesn't have a crown. I put the crown on him. He's an itty bitty baby. And he only does so much damage. Or he can still kick your ass. Or he can be the really giant guy with the 10,000 needles and absolutely decimate you. So, anyway, I don't think I can get in from here. No, I can't. I actually have to go. I have to go get my... No, I'm a liar. I'm a liar. I have to go get my... Yeah, he's not easy to fight here. I can't go into the desert. I forgot. I mean, I know I can't go into the desert, but I thought I could go just on the outskirts to get the cacti. So there's a little town in there. You can kind of see at the very bottom. That's where like the Golden Saucer town is. Now Golden Saucer is actually like on the gambling thing is in there. Yeah. I wanted to show you my cacti, but I need... Where's my tiny Bronco? No, that's the submarine. Where is the tiny Bronco? Where the frick did I leave it? It was like a whole disc ago. I haven't used it in like 40 hours. I have a little tiny thing. I have a little ship, guys. It's itty bitty, and I left it behind somewhere. Chat, were you paying attention 4 years ago? Where's the tiny Bronco? It's not even flashing on my map. The only thing... Okay, wait. Oh, that's not what I wanted. The only thing flashing... Okay. Yeah, so that one is the... Where the fuck's the tiny Bronco? Where would I have left it? Junyan? It can't get over to Junyan. The tiny Bronco can only drive on certain things. So, I don't know where my drunk ass would have left it. I'm not really... I wasn't a drunk ass. Where... The De La Soul. There's no way the tiny Bronco is on this side. I don't think I can even get over here. What about the little crashed plane? I'm way up. Where do you leave the tiny Bronco? Okay. I'm actually stumped. I'm gonna Google where the tiny Bronco gets left when you pick up Highwind. Where is it? Because how else do you get to Gold Saucer? How do you get out of Gold Saucer? I've never had to go back for the tiny... I've never had to go back for the tiny Bronco because I've never tried to randomly beat this dude when I had no business trying to beat him. Where do you leave the tiny Bronco in FF7? You leave the tiny Bronco, parking it on any suitable riverbank. Okay, but where are you when that happens? Oh, it might be over the... Okay, so yeah, you can only access... It's like you can only access the Gold Saucer area or the Watu... I'm in the Gold Saucer area. So if I didn't leave my little tiny Bronco over here, I must have. Obviously. Where did I just... I drove it somewhere. So this is the problem. I said I started this game in COVID. And I played a little bit. And then I put it away and I played a little bit. During that time, you start on foot. And then you get... Oh yeah, I used the little tiny Bronco to get in here. To get Vincent's limit break. Where the fuck did I put it? I actually remember doing that. Is it over here? So you get different vehicles. You start on foot. And then you have... I want to see where the Knights of the Round is. Because I'm just driving around like an idiot. It's not even on the map. Is that my tiny Bronco? It's not. So you can't get to some of these areas. Oh yeah, you get here. Don't mind me. You can't get to some of these areas. You can't land your ship in certain areas. So if I wanted to come all the way out here, I can land here. But Knights of the Round should be... I found it. You cannot get in here. So you cannot land your ship here at all. Because there's no land. Okay? You can't land your ship here. And only the best of the best of the best chocobos can get out here. But if you can get out here, and you can get... And it's not even on the map, too. I don't know if anybody can, like, make that out. There's nothing up here on the map where I am. It is entirely hidden. If you did not know the Knights of the Round was up here, you would not know where to find it. It is literally not listed on the map. This game came out in 1997. There was no internet where you could just Google, like, how do I find the Knights of the Round? So many things about this game that, like, if my cousin didn't tell me, like, I would have never known. Oh no, I'm in the ship. Oh my god, I always hit the wrong button. Anyway. I'm just floating around because I'm trying to find where my tiny bronco is because I wanted to. I made a side quest for myself. My brain is on a side quest. This is not a side quest in the game. Nobody asked me to do this. I wanted to show you guys the cactar, and I can't show you the cactar without going to the golden saucer. And I can't go to the golden saucer. And I'm so confused because there is a way to go to the golden saucer by going through Nebulum, but I would have to leave my ship. And then when it lets me out at the end, I'm not going to be anywhere near my ship, and I don't know how to get back to my ship, in which case I need the tiny Bronco. So I just need to... And I don't understand why it's not marked on the map. I don't know why this is so difficult for me. I'm just going to go through the entire map now, little bit by little bit, until I find my tiny Bronco. Because I'm on a side quest mission that nobody asked for. Nobody asked for. Okay, you can only take the tiny Bronco and the crashed plane through these areas. So I'm just going to start following these areas on the map. I'm going to go through all of them. Yes, I am. Can't go that way. You guys still here? Oh, I thought you were. I thought I moved you. If you see a little ship... Oh, that's the submarine. Where the... Excuse me. You see my tiny Bronco? I mean, we could just try, chat. We could just try. See what happens. I could just entertain you by going into the casino and the long way and see what happens. And if I lose my ship, well, then I lost my ship. I can always get it back. Okay. Oh, for Christ's sakes. I'm gonna take the long way. And then I have to take the longest hike back to get my ship. Because I should have a tiny fucking Bronco. I don't know, I'm not gonna spend any more time looking for it. I'm getting annoyed. I feel like the game swallowed it. It's probably parked somewhere, probably flown over it. Somebody's gonna watch the replay and be like, bitch, it's right there! I'll see it. So, I'm gonna take the carousel and the golden saucer, and then I'm gonna go to the desert, and then I'm gonna find this guy for you. I have it on the back of my car. It's in rough shape. Because I put it on there like 4 years ago. But yeah, I have a cactar sticker on my car. Okay. I'm going the wrong way. Gold saucer. I guess I should drink my coffee. Oh, I can get gambling money now. Oh boy. So this is where you go on a date with a man. If you do not talk to any of the women in the game, the first time you go to Golden Saucer, there is a cutscene right here. And it zooms in on the two dudes there having a date. It doesn't do the cutscene again. I already went to Gold Saucer the first time. Oh, I haven't got no gold monies. Excuse me. I've been here a long time. Oh, my life. Where's my lifetime pass? Oh. Things I forgot. I've already came here and spent the like $8 billion to buy the lifetime pass. I was like, I get to buy a lifetime pass. Okay. This is where you come to gamble. There's also a haunted ghost place. There is, what is in here? You guys want to see a haunted house? Let's go to the haunted house. For no particular reason. I'm on a side quest of a side quest now. This is Final Fantasy's haunted house. It has no bearing on the game whatsoever. The ghost hotel will always be in business. And it's just all these random little spooky things. Ghosts playing chess. This is my favorite. There's like a demon clock over here. Again, none of this is not a ghost game. This is not a ghost hunter. There's nothing paranormal about it. It's just a ghost hotel. Go up the stairs, bro. Oh, sorry, my bad. There's a hangman up there. I don't think I have any money, though. Mr. Hangman? Welcome. I don't have any GP, sorry, I can't do anything. I have no money. I do, I have a lot of money in the game, but you need to swap it in for, like, currency at the Gold Saucer. And I'm not willing to do that. I want to go to the Chocobo Square. How do I get to the downstairs again? I'm actually pretty sure I can't get to the Chocobo from here. I'm pretty sure I need to go find my fucking Bronco so I can go across the desert. The Shinra can suck my you-know-what. I talk a really big game about this game for somebody who's like, I don't know what I'm doing, guys. I do know what I'm doing, but like there are tiny little things that elude me. I have to find my tiny Bronco. There's no way around it. I literally have to find my tiny Bronco because I can't get to the bottom of Gold Saucer without it, which I feel like I knew that. Because you don't come back to Gold Saucer unless you're ready to do the battle. It's different music for everywhere. You can tell when it's like... So, there's an agency that takes over in every Final Fantasy, and it's all based on like corrupt government. And the Japanese just put everything in there. That was really good. These are from, well, first time I had these, I was in Ireland. They're like licorice that are like filled with like cream. Okay, guys, don't hate me, but I'm just going to wander for a bit. I have to find my gold. I have to find my tiny Bronco. I'm gonna cry. Okay. We are searching this we are searching this whole map because my stupid ass lost my Bronco somewhere. It can't be far. Okay, this is Nebula. Okay, Rocket Town. I'm at this edge of the map over here. Okay, I could have taken it this way a little bit, but then... Oh, fuck. Okay. Why would I have taken it up here, though? How far could I go up here? I'm actually, like, being a little more mindful and following the rivers and seeing where I could have, like, maybe taken my little Bronco. Because you can only take it so many places. So I couldn't go any further there. I'm going to check all the water. This has become the least interesting stream ever because I've lost my tiny Bronco. I don't know where I put it. Who loses a whole vehicle? You ever misplace your ATV, your four-wheeler? You just leave it? I'm the only person in this world though, so ain't like nobody come and steal it. Okay. Okay, I have now circled most of the shallow water of the map. This place is so cool. This is the Enchanted Forest, and you only get to come up here at the very, very end of the storyline, and like it's not a very big part of the story, and that makes me sad because it's so pretty. Oh, they put so much detail in that. The artwork. Oh. Okay, I'm fucking tired of this. Okay, I was in Rocket Town. I had to be by Rocket Town. And then, what happened? They gave me the rocket ship. Right, and then it crashed. Okay. Chat, where is my Bronco? Where do you leave? The buggy. Where the fuck is the buggy? This says you left the tiny Bronco. Okay. What vehicle do you get after the tiny Bronco? What vehicle do you get after the tiny Bronco? Is it the buggy? It's... No, stop! The tiny Bronco and buggy are no longer available after you reach a certain point because the high wind takes their place as your main method of travel. I've been searching all this time, and the buggy is no longer even there. Which makes sense, because I don't remember ever using the buggy again. So how do you get down there? Okay, how do you get to the bottom of Gold Saucer? How do you get to the small town at the bottom of Gold Saucer? How do I get to the little town? It's not North Coral. North Coral's up at the top. Town. Coral Prison. This is not helping me. How do you get back? I've already been there the first time. Been there 8 times. How do you go back again? How do you get to the prison in Gold Saucer the second time? Answer me, AI. Okay, this is all right, chat. Okay, let's try this again. I am on a 14 time side mission for myself. Nobody asked for this. Nobody asked for this. Nobody's even here. Everyone left. I'm like, guys, I'll show you a cacti. I want to see a cacti. Trying to find the prison. All right, guys, I'm lost. I thought I was going to show you guys the chocobo. But for some reason, I can't get back into the prison. And I need the buggy to do that. And I don't have the buggy to do that. And I'm... Why am I so lost? You just threw me in the prison the last time. They had no problem. Oh my god, I'm so lost. Okay. Alright, I'm gonna go check out the chocobo thing. And then, I don't know. I'll have to Google this for next time. Yeah, because that's not what I want either. Connor, I'm trying to go to prison. Most people don't want to go to prison. But I'm trying to go to prison. The Shinra. Alright, I'm officially lost. I officially do not know how to get back into the prison. I thought I could just walk in there. The town. I know, but no. So I wanted to show you the cactuar. Pretty sure it's the only place in Final Fantasy VII that you can fight the cactuars inside the desert. They usually have one specific spot, or area, or like whatever. One last thing I can try. Oh, I could probably use a chocobo. Alright, one last thing I can try. I'm gonna try to land my little thing here. Oh, no. Alright. Oh, wait, I got an idea. Whoa. What if I just flew into that? No. For a hot second, I thought Desert Rose was coming out. I was like, I will restart my game. Run out. Yeah, you can't do that. Well then, guys, that was a wrap for me. No Tiny Bronco. Oh yeah, I was gonna Google what happens after you get the high wind. How do you get back to the prison? Maybe I need to be more specific. But I'm pretty sure that's a wrap for me because I'm I can't show you the cactuar. No. How do you get back to the prison in Gold Saucer after you have the high wind? Oh, you can't go back to the prison. So how do you get back in the desert to fight the cactuar? fucking knew I could get them somewhere else. I knew it. I'm like, you can't just not get the cactar again after you can't go back to the prison. I want to see a cactar. I'm an idiot. I am an idiot. Going to find. There are multiple places that are not marked on the map. Okay? Cool. And this. Nope, that's not what I wanted. I was going to say, this is one of them. No, this. That. Okay, well, somewhere out here is a little island. Give me a minute. A little desert. Know when I see it. Nope, I'm going the wrong way. Cactar Island? Nope. Oh my god, I'm looking at this map and I'm going backwards. Thank you. Okay, other side of Watuí? This way? No. I'll find you. It's an itty bitty little desert island. It's called Cactar Island. Fancy name. Is that you? No. Guys are like, Chrissy, you are a liar. No, I'm not. Also not it. Okay, where exactly is it again? Other side of Watuí Island? South of Cosmo Canyon. Motherfucker, that's where I am. Cosmo Canyon is right there. Oh, there it is. I found it. I found it. Is anyone even still here? Nobody's here to watch me fight Cactar all this time. I don't even know if I'm going to find one. Okay, guys. This is my last thing of the night. I wanted to show you guys a Cactar so badly. I found one! Oh my god! I found a cactar. Nobody's even here. I'm so excited, and you guys don't even know how cool this is. Do you guys see that? There's one person here. Do you see my little cactar? That's the coolest thing I ever seen. He's my little buddy. That's what I have tattooed on my arm. Legitly. That little cactus. That little cactar. And yes, it does resemble a swastika backwards. This backward swastika is literally an ancient Japanese symbol. Just like it is in many other Sanskrit, and it means peace and love, but it's a cactus. And then Hitler took it. Anyway, I'm gonna fight one more, just because I finally found the Cactus Island and it made me really happy. I'm gonna clip that where I was like, I found one! Another one? Nice. See my little guy? I'm gonna stop my stream. 10,000 needles! That's what I want tattooed on me next. Actually, I want the 10,000, I want the 10,000 needles. This guy only hit me with 1,000 needles. Found a cactus, guys! Nice pickle. Okay, that made me so happy. Even though no one was here to see that, that was the best way to end my stream. I found pickle. All right, I'm gonna go. This was like a 2-hour stream. I had tons of fun. Gonna do this a little differently next time because I will be in a different part of my game. And next Tuesday I may be unbanned on TikTok, so I don't know if I'll be here or TikTok, but I'll be somewhere. Tuesdays, Thursdays, I promised. All right, guys, chat soon.